Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube. It's your girl Honey. Today we're talking about having your Venus in Virgo. Yes, Venus in Virgo. You guys have been requesting this. Quite a few of you seem to have your Venus in Virgo, and you lot was being very impatient, but hey ho, we're here. Venus in Virgo, I have dated 3 of you people, and I will talk about what it's like being Venus in Virgo and what it's like dating Venus in Virgo, because honey, it is a challenge. Okay, it's a challenge. So I'll talk about that later on. But yes, Venus, what's your Venus? Your Venus is the planet of love, romance. It's how you love people. It's the kind of people you should be dating, you know. Venus is ruled by Taurus. Libra is the co-ruler. Virgo's element is earth. Virgo's home is the 6th house on the natal chart. Virgo is the 6th house represents day-to-day routines, your health and your well-being, your employment. Virgo rules Mercury. Gemini is the co-ruler to Mercury. So we will talk about having your Venus in Virgo. All right. Also bear in mind that your Venus also contributes to what your Venus always depends on how you love as well, based on what house you have your Venus in, whether you've got any trines going on. I know that Saturn is in a lot of people's Capricorns. That's around me because of the generation that I come from. So there could be some possible trines there going on. You know, look at things like that on your chart. It all makes a massive contribution into how you are and how you love people. Okay, so Venus in Virgo people, what can I say about them? You guys are extremely fussy partners, and we can't just say, oh, it's because I love them, that's why I, make sure that they're okay. No, you guys are fussy even when it's dating, because you guys will go out on dates with people, and if the guy has dirty fingernails, if he's got the white marks around his corners of his mouth, if he's got a crooked tooth, if he's, if his shoes are, if his hands are too big, too small, if the girl, it could be anything little, right? These people, Venus and Virgos, will not tolerate a damn thing. These people are so particular about dating. They don't tolerate anything. So when you guys are dating, it's hard to date you because you have ridiculously high standards and you only expect the best. And when it comes to presentation as well, you guys like to present yourself, of a high standard, because that's exactly what you have, what you want. Especially if you have your Venus in the 7th house. 7th house is house of Libra, partnerships, relationships. So if your Venus is in that house, it's just gonna be crazy. Like having your Venus in the 7th house in Virgo, you are going to be all about changing your partners. And we can argue here, Venus and Virgos, okay, we'll argue, okay, because you guys like to say, I'm helping him, or I'm helping her, or I like to mold her into this. No, sometimes, and Virgo, yes, Virgo is known as the helper because you guys are very good service and you are very helpful. I will give you guys credit where it's due. But I do find that a lot of the times when it comes to Venus and Virgo, you will meet someone who's very comfortable with who they are, and you guys embrace that. But then over a period of time, you are going to want to change them into someone that suits who you feel that you are, right? Now, what I do like about Venus and Virgo is there is a massive encouragement that you guys provide to your partners, which is someone who you could be dating if you've got a Chiron in the 7th as well, someone you might be dating, that has insecurity issues, someone who isn't sure what they want to do with their life, right? You guys would be great for supporting someone and pushing that person into getting their degree or anything like that. You guys You know, I give credit where it's due. You guys are great at things like that. Now, the thing is with these people, and what I've noticed dating them as well, is the body language. Because these people, Virgo is ruler to Mercury. So Mercury is all about how you process information and your intelligence, you know, your body language as well. These people can pick up on your body language. So if you're saying, I'm not pissed off, I'm fine, but you are pissed off, Venus and Virgo will pick up on what's going on. Like I saw that. Like, for example, this used to happen to me years ago. Before I learned how to conduct myself in restaurants, I was dating a Venus and Virgo guy, and he said to me, babe, you're really rude to the waiter. Like, you don't need to be. I'm not aware of how rude I'm being, you know. I wasn't aware. And, you know, they are very into their manners and how they're speaking to people. And, you know, they will definitely show you your mannerisms if you're not aware of it. And when it comes to what they like as well, they need to be with someone who can pick up on their energy as well. Because Virgo energy, it can be nervous, it can be erratic at times, depending on what's aspected to it. But they need someone who can settle them and pick up on how they're feeling, how their day is going. They need that, because although they are the helpers, they can help so much. It becomes so draining. They need to be helped too. On paper, it says Venus and Virgos are attracted to intelligence. And I have dated 3 of these people, and out of 3, 2 of them were attracted to my intelligence. Now, I'm not academic at all. Give me a maths test and I'll probably get, you know, 3 or 4 out of 10. However, when it comes to where my areas of choice, which I deem as being spirituality, astrology, occult, you know, anything that's physical that I can touch. I can paint, draw, sketch. I can construct things, put things together. I'm able to process energies, things like this. This is where I deem my intelligence to be, and also beating the system in certain types of ways. You know, I find that the Venus and Virgos that are attracted to my form of intelligence, when I talk about this kind of stuff, they love it. They are almost turned on, or they want to know more, because they value communication, especially if you are a rising Virgo, rising Gemini, you know, you are Mercury ruled, you value communication and you value intelligence, and, you know, you are attracted to people who can teach you something, just like you can teach them, but they like people to teach, just like they can teach you, but, you know, they are attracted to intelligence above all. Now, speaking about the people that I've dated, this is going to be very interesting, because I've dated 3 of these people, 2 of them being Leos, 1 being Libra, and I'll explain the difference in a little while. Also, being a Venus and Virgo, you know, you must be a Virgo sun, a Leo sun, a Cancer sun, a Libra sun, or a Scorpio sun to have your Venus and Virgo. And I've only dated 2 out of 5 of those, right? But anyway, I dated a Venus, I dated a Libra sun. His Venus was in his first house in Virgo. Very, very good looking guy. When your Venus is in the first house, ooh, you know, big smile, wonderful eyes, and, you know, just very dreamy to look at. So I've known him for 10 years, and we were seeing each other last year. Still good friends with him now. And I was going through this conscious journey. I was coming out of a conscious journey. And during my conscious journey, I took out my hair extensions and I started to just have my fro, and I was embracing, you know, my natural beauty, wearing less makeup and just doing a lot less with my appearance. And he absolutely loved it. But I was changing things. I'm a Gemini rising, so I look different every fucking day. I'm sorry. It's just what I do. So he was embracing that. And then when I decided to change and put my extensions back in, or, you know, wear a bit more eyebrow pencil, whatever, he was like to me, I don't like all of this change. You know, I liked how you had your hair before, or do your hair like this, or wear this color. He started to change, he attempted to try and change my appearance. And he done it on a daily basis by verbally expressing, you know, because you guys will verbally say, you know, you need to change this, or don't wear that. Why don't you have your hair like this? And I'm an Aries. I'm going to flip out on that. But I'm a 12th house Aries, so I will eventually. But when I flip out, it's not nice. So after he was suggesting that, the next day I remember him calling me and saying, you know, is there anything that you could change about me? And him being a Libra, you know, there's going to be some insecurities about him being the right partner for me. So I just said, no, I'm a Venus in Pisces. The way that I love is in opposition to you, because you're Venus in Virgo. And you know, Virgos are about trying to change who you are. Whereas Venus in Pisces is accepting you for who you are. Like, Venus in Pisces will accept you for a crackhead if you was. That's the crazy thing about us. And that's why I said, and he realized when I explained this to him, this is how you met me, accept me for who I am. You know, he understood that what he was doing was a little bit too much, you know. And that's where I kind of thought, nah, I want to be able to look and feel and do what I want without anyone telling me how to do my thing. So that wasn't for me. And then I dated, listen, there are different types, honey. I dated a Leo, right? A Leo sun. He had his Venus in Virgo, and he had his Mercury and his Sun all in the 8th house. This guy this guy is to this day very, very sexual. But I realized we connect on a sexual level heavy because I also have an 8th house stellium. So I am all about intimacy, and I'm all about, you know, I'm all about the deepness in sex. I have my moon in my 8th house, you know, my Uranus, my Neptune, all in my 8th house, right? So I've got my outer planets in there, and he's got his inner planets in his 8th house. And although Venus in Virgo is not very sexual, when you have your Venus in the 8th house, it makes you crave intimacy and that deep chemistry in sex, you know. And Venus in Virgo, when it comes to the bedroom, you guys are all about giving. You guys are the givers, the helpers. So in the bedroom, you want to perform. You know, being a Leo especially, you want to perform for your partner, but you are very into oral and making sure your partner just feels good, you know. And that's one version of what I've dated, Venus. And I remember dating him. He used to, oh my God, to this day, we broke up 6 years ago. I have blocked and deleted his rascal out, right? But he will turn up to my house, and he'll turn up, and I am wearing a dressing gown. I'm in my house attire. I'm wearing what I like. He'll come to the front door. Why are you wearing that? Hello, I live here. Why would you turn up and ask me why I'm wearing what I'm wearing? Hello, where's the logic in that? Like, why would you do that? You know, he's very particular. And even when it comes to being in the bedroom with him, when it comes to certain positions, I have to be very acrobatic. Is it acrobatic? Whatever the word is, like, you know, when you stretch in a certain type of way, you know, my legs need to be pointed in this, like this, my toes got to be like, you know, I've got to be very, very flexible, and he will place me in positions just so, you know, he can get right up in there, so to speak. But this is what I'm saying with the Venus in Virgo aspect in the 8th house. He's particular in the bedroom, and him being a Leo, he likes having his way as well. But God, it's just crazy. And then you have, then I dated another Leo, right? And he's got his Mars and his Venus in his 11th house. And they're not conjunct, but they're obviously in the same house. And this gives it another kind of, another type of vibe. And it's crazy for me because him having his Leo and his Mars in the 11th house, he's not very loyal, you see. And there's other aspects on his chart that conflict with mine. However, the sexual chemistry again is crazy. A lot of these people are slept on because of Virgo is very like, it's not sexual energy, but it's sexual when you get it behind closed doors, trust me. So with his Venus being in the 11th house, he would be someone who may be afraid or not ready to commit in relationships or to get married. And it's crazy because I know this. My Venus is also in my 11th house. So with his Venus being there and his Mars being there, he may not have like a large amount of friends, but he does value the small amount of friends that he does have. I feel dating him, and he's still around, he's not going nowhere for now, boy. Like he is a Libra rising, okay? He's so good looking. Oh my God, I'm so weak. But anyway, when it comes to him, he is someone that looks so good. And I feel pressured sometimes being around him because, you know, when someone doesn't have to do a damn thing to look good, his body is on point. His skin is so... Listen, if I could show you guys a picture of him, I swear down, but I'm not going to because there are some thirsty bitches out there. But anyway, he is, oh my God, he's a king to look at. Anyway, I feel very conscious being around him because he looks so good, and he hasn't even got to say to me, "Rah, you know, honey, can you make sure you look good?" Because it's energy that I know. I recognize it by looking at him and seeing that he has his Venus and his Mars in Virgo. The attraction when it comes to women, they have to always look on point. And they go for a timeless type of female. Someone who's very classy, not someone who's very vulgar and out there. And I have vulgar tendencies, you know, especially once you really get to know me, I can be very, very vulgar, you know, but I'm not like that to everybody. But anyway, these people, they like to be around someone who is very classy, very timeless, someone who is subtle, you know, and dainty. This is what they tend to be attracted to in regards to the men. But the women dating the guys now, they like men who are very... The women dating the guys are going to be attracted to Virgo type of men, okay? These kind of men are going to have some type of nerdy vibe to them, you know, something quirky about them, and very, very much intelligent, like I was saying before, possible sapiosexuals, if that's how you pronounce it. But, you know, these people are all about, you know, intelligence and the intellect, because they are ruled by Mercury and they are all about the mental stimulation. You want to win these people over, you know, be mentally stimulating for them. So that is my video on Venus in Virgo exposed. I hope you guys have thoroughly enjoyed it, and I'll see you on the next one, people. Take care.